So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice, though. Wow. Like borderline creepy, Makoto. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. The bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. That's really creepy. Why is that something you look forward to? It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we'd found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. That's really creepy, Makoto. I love you, but that's really creepy. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. He's like, ah, yes, her scent! That's so creepy. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. Mass Effect? You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sorta like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't even have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself pretty clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Hey, Cauldron! Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Ah, you did. I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I'd better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning! Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning! I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late...
Yo!
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning. My apologies,
hello.
ladies and gentlemen. My morning, duty took a little longer than usual. Wow, morning duty, huh? Were the types with a yeah, I read that right. It just sounded weird. With a more relaxed sense of time, most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your
What?
problem?
Is it so awful to be late?
Yo!
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least, that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people?
Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet.
I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here.
Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to go check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night. Where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? Looks like the lint roller has way less sheets than I used to. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There are slashes and gouges on the wall and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? I'd better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then... everything went black. Chapter 1, To Survive Deadly Life. 1 second, my dog's being a butt. Surprise, surprise. So if there's any questions about the pink blood, that's usually a censorship thing in Japan, so instead of making the blood red, they make it pink to usually censor it. But I find that it works for Dangan Ronpa in the sense that it's actually pretty awesome, and the pink goes well with the whole style of everything. So I actually don't mind the blood being pink, it's pretty cool. But if you seriously imagine... Oh no, Nom, your internet has like the worst timing. Seriously. The worst timing. But yeah, when you actually see the pictures with actual blood, like red blood, you notice how truly disturbing it can be. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before.
You're awake! Finally! Are you okay?
Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Oh, it's okay, Nom. If you stick around for like a minute or so, it should show again, but...
Well,
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? There you go, Nom. There you go. Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream?
If you guys are gonna post those links, I actually recommend you do it by message, if you don't mind. It's way too spoilerish and people may click on it. So I'd much rather... Like, curious people may click on it, and I don't want them to. So if you're gonna send Raph the link, can you guys send it by message or something? Private message?
So it wasn't a dream? What I saw...
It was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body, and then exploded out of me. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Only because Leon said it has all the deaths on there, so... I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka's... If Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka's completely and irrevocably dead. No! I have to see it for myself!
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do to... Oh, sorry, it's Makoto. Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead! Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? Sorry, excuse me. It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that.
He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen
I'm
up!
famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the bear times one rule.
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come
You
on.
already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you.
Guys, again, we are in the first chapter. We can't discuss anything right now, okay? Whatever you think might be a spoiler could possibly be a spoiler. Nom has not seen this game before. Do not use words that have not been brought up yet. It's very serious. No spoilers whatsoever. I can't be any more serious than that. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up by a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying, I'm telling you, he killed her! I'm not mad at anyone, I just want you guys to be extremely, extremely careful. There's quite a few people here that have never seen this game before, and I want literally nothing spoiled for them. Because I'm someone who, when I was going into Dangan Ronpa, I was really excited about it, and I got spoiled by some things. I still enjoy the series and love it, I just hated that I got spoiled by it, so I know what it's like. So I'd prefer people not get spoiled during their... while they're watching, because it's more enjoyable that way. Of course he's lying, I'm telling you, he killed her!
Wrong!
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact.
What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces.
It's okay, Cauldron. Just some people haven't even seen the game case, but yeah, some people have no idea what is going on right now. Like, absolutely nothing. Did not glimpse at the game, have no idea.
So that's why I mean spoiler territory is very, very thin. But it's okay. It's okay. Everything is good. Everything's good, guys. No need to get all tense in here. We've got enough tension in game. Okay. Night Wolf. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone! That's usually how it works, Ishi. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth. Tension intensifies. That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. I think it's all an elaborate surprise birthday party for Makoto. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing?
It's 'cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here? You're super naive.
Come on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun.
The real thing?
Now
Are you
then.
ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blacken that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin.
Class trial?
Yup, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. I derped there, I'm sorry. And they and oh my god, I can't read. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown. Now the cool thing about the debate showdown, I'll tell you right now, is everything is fully voiced. So that'll be my breakaway from voice acting and your chance to hear more of the voice actors who were chosen. It's awesome.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal
I was
life.
waiting for that.
However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which, of course, means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution! Execution?
what?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand,
Yep, there it is.
if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing.
which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you
You're
talking
freaking
about?
insane, you know that?
What
A
the?
class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop
What do you
it.
mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What?
about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be a part of this.
I
Don't be so selfish.
believe it!
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real! No way!
Well now,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise! But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
I know. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She'd died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality!
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something?
I changed my mind.
I knew.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time! Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well,
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
it's the Monokuma File!
mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well...
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot.
Monokuma file!
Yeah! You remember the Japanese version?
The Monokuma file!
Oh, it's okay, Nom, no worries. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Crocodile! And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous results as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Welcome back, Miss.
Huh?
In other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you've decided to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you.
Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. What the heck? Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you will only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened!
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck? We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have?
No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They...
Huh?
What's going on? We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck
Screw
with
that
me.
piece of shit bear.
the
I
heck?
hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. I want a Hagakure bowl. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Ah, she's right! Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid! Is it though? Is it stupid, Ishimaru? I'm gonna save really quick. I find it weird calling him Taka. I just call him Ishi. So if you ever hear me say Ishi, if you ever hear me call a character by a name and you don't know their full name yet, and you need clarification on who it is, just ask me. It does, Cauldron. It's because it's such a small room, and then some of them are hiding behind each other. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think, anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him alone there.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
but
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check, after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Just wait a second! She's dead? Then that means... That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no!
Let me out of here!
Someone save me! Let me get out of here! Somebody help me!
what's your
You're
problem?
just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
Out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like that, just like Kyoko, god damn it. He was gone before we were... Where's Neo? I'm face popping myself right now. Like legit face palm. And just like that, I said it again, and just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. That was the most difficult sentence of my life, apparently. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it!
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence...
You're fucking dead.
There you are, Neo. They'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway...
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
This is very suspicious.
It was you.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet! You have to hear me out! But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. Check. There's suspicious. That's very true.
That does sound like Drippy.
And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution.
Otherwise, everyone will execution.
Execution.
Taco. Yeah, her name's Taco.
Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yeah, Toko or Fukawa. Either one.
You ate tacos today. Oh man. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward? Really?
We have no choice but to push forward if we want to figure out what happened.
Somehow I have to find out the truth. So that we can still push forward. So that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed.
Nice! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
No way! I seriously don't want to die here.
Best push forward. I said push forward.
I'm begging you! God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro?
But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
Look at all the balls. Ko would love it here! Oh, you guys haven't met Ko yet. I almost dropped Monokuma. Oh, Monokuma, I'm sorry. I almost dropped you. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'm actually gonna be right back really quick, I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Why are you talking about Apollo Justice? What happened? Oh, thank you. You like my AFK sprite?
Oh, Apollo Justice. I see. I read Cauldron's comment. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new.
Hopefully you've all got your detective caps on.
Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Thanks, Neo.
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a
That
bitch!
dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
Your brother's
You're
a good guy,
fucking
Mondo.
dead.
Your brother's a really good guy.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath?
We collected another piece of evidence.
There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly.
Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys.
When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then... How did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold, too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade, and even the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. A little bit. A little bit! Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
Why?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be
What?
building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
A little
Why?
bit. I did call
What?
you. How'd you know?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we?
Let's talk to Kyoko.
Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But
What are you doing?
I love this shot, because for some reason she looks really, really pretty. I am still at this! Whee! Sometimes I stream for a really long time. Because I have nothing better to do but play video games, which I love, so anyways.
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
Mint Oreos, that sounds good.
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what?
It's okay, Nom. If you really need to catch up, I'll have the videos up on YouTube, okay? So don't worry about it. Call trim. I think we were all thinking if it didn't say anything. Good night, Nom. Yeah, don't worry about it. You go to sleep. If you really want to catch up with the story, I will have these videos up as soon as I possibly can. So don't worry about it.
No, I don't think so, but what?
Good night, Nom.
Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. But, I'm gonna try to, finish this chapter, like this whole case thing, and then maybe go into the answer after that. Just depending on how long it takes, but hopefully it won't take me till, like, 4 a.m., like Persona 3 the other night. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? I guess we should check the washroom. The bathroom, sorry. I should look around here first. Okay, maybe not. Hey, Cass!
Yeah.
I can check other spots later. What else is there to check here? Whoa. No, that's just her shadow. Let's see. It's the display stand the sword was on. Okay, that's it. Can't touch the garbage bin. Do I have to look at the scratches on the wall, maybe? There are scratches and gouges on my wall in bed. Sorry, my walls in bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right here in the other room. Right there! God damn it, I can't even say where I was. I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Maybe we check the notepad. The notepad's still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, just figured I'd check because you wouldn't let me in the bathroom, Makoto. Can I go now? The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me.
Forcing panties down. Oh my! What is this? Itchy!
I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood left on her index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Let her left finger. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? That's it. I guess we're done then.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't seem to fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's
You
right.
didn't notice? Well, try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob.
How do I read so much without my voice dying? I have no idea. Gotta keep hydrated. That's how. Excuse me, sorry.
What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom door doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh,
Aw, thank you guys. Thank you. It means a lot.
well, I did.
Right after you say I'm amazing, I'm like, well, I dill. I dill diddly bob dowdy. Very good, Makoto, very good.
Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms.
Neo's gonna go crazy. I dill. God damn it! Dill pickles!
So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it.
Hmm?
Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face.
You're pro derp voice actor. It's true. I have too many ultimates though.
I got the sense that she was really starting to get into this.
I am playing Dangan Ronpa.
I see.
Dang it, Ronpa.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room.
No, I didn't equip vocabulary, okay? I'm stubborn. I don't think I need it.
Bathroom doorknob. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is.
So actually, Makoto brought up some really good points. So we need to go check out the DVD, as well as where the murder weapon could have come from, but then we also gotta go talk to Chihiro, because he said, let's go talk to the ultimate programmer about the numbers, and see if there's any truth to that.
Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Yeah, I want to go in the room. Oh, huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it.